Absurdity, because
Yes.
Hi.
There we go. Oh, whoopsie. Oopsie daisy. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to the Renegade Realm Podcast. Episode...
Fuck you!
Thank you.
Whoa! You gotta wait a second so we can make money.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. No, this podcast will never be monetized. Ever. It'll only be monetized by you guys, the chat. Memberships are live now, so if you guys want to do that, it's fine. You get access to Discord. You get access to early access videos. And that'll evolve over time. Okay? Other than that, super chats, all that kind of stuff. No, other than that, we're just here to have fun. So thank you all so much for being here. Hey, look, we got so many people. So speaking of fuck you, FarQ, right off the bat is in here. Galveston, I'm not sure if Galveston is actually here. They just stopped by to say, good evening all, have a great show. Thank you so much. And Game Adaptation Newscast says, Red Wolf, which I don't know, it just tickled me right off the bat. It's Timmy, as always, supporting everyone. Noise Mofo. Bionic Wolf says, member of the Wolf Pack, reporting for duty. It's awesome. American Fury, he said, what's up, brother? Just stopping by to say hi and drop a like. I'll catch the stream tomorrow. Yes, I think American Fury, he has a thing called a job. He works and stuff. So that's what he's doing right now. So it is. And Lotus Esprit, just God, I wish I could do sound bites. Lotus Esprit, thank you so much for being here as always. Keezy, thank you. Thank Lotus. Keezy, you're new. I appreciate you for saying hello. Or they say yo, which is good enough. Good enough for me. And who else we got in? The AEC founder, Vic. What's up? What's up? Fantastic. Oh, Galveston says, I'm here just playing the first Descendant, leveling new characters. Hell yeah, brother. Jonas, thank you. Didn't know I was hosting tonight. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. Listen, I haven't hosted. It's been a long time. Okay, look at the vein in my neck. It's been a long time. Yeah. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Toxic Buttwind is back in the chat. I love saying that. Oh man, yes. Keezy, hope everyone is doing good. It's good to be a gamer. You're damn right it is. And not just on console, not just on PC, but on little sticks. That's right, flaming sticks. Isn't that exciting? Oh God. Anyway, so hey, we're here with Assassin Entertainment.
Hello, good to be back. In 2 weeks, we're all a bit rusty.
Yeah.
He gave you a positive hello.
Yeah, I know. For the first time, I think ever. You fucking asshole.
And now we have the amazing assassin.
Hi.
Yeah, it's great to be here. A little rusty. A little rusty.
Yeah.
Listen, look. I know it's been a couple weeks, so y'all gotta do 2 weeks worth of roasting to me, but don't forget, I gotta give it right back to y'all.
Hey, that's true, man.
Marco, what's up with that yee-ass haircut you got there, homie? What the hell? What's going on?
It's a...
Are you jealous that I look fantastic this week? It's okay.
Damarco
he's got a bit of a
fresh,
fade.
so clean.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I want to
good,
know.
man.
The question I have is, what barber did you offend? Rough.
He looks fantastic.
He looks great, you dickhead.
I gotta give him a hard time. I gotta give him a hard
Jeez.
Oh, man. We
Get a
love
load of this guy.
Jesus.
Funny guy.
Yeah, man. Assassin, what
Funny
you been
guy
up to?
over here.
You been playing games or just insulting everyone? No, I'm just kidding.
I've been insulting everybody, not
Yeah.
assaulting. There's a difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm insulting friends on Siege, as always. Calling each other names that, like, can't get monetized, even though
Like
we just
Toxic
said
Butt
we're
Wind?
not gonna monetize. Yes, exactly. Yeah, actually, Bearded did call me that a few nights ago. Yeah,
Which is a great name, by the way.
Toxic butt.
it is a funny ass name. There's got to be a backstory
Literally.
to that name. There has to be a backstory.
Yeah, Toxic Buttwing. Can you tell us the story behind all that?
Long ago,
Long ago, when the
when I
winds of
ate a
time-
cheesesteak and I forgot I had lactose intolerance.
And then the storm came.
Yeah, hey, talk about when. Can you tell us the backstory to your backside?
The butt story to your backside. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, how did we get derailed in just less than 2 minutes? All right,
Your
can
fault.
I just pass it to Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't been playing
Ollie.
anything, you don't want to talk about what you've been playing.
I mean, I just said I've been playing Siege. I've been streaming Siege, but none of y'all come and say hi to Siege. It's always whenever I play something else besides that is when you guys say hi.
You want to know something, Assassin? You want to know something?
Crazy.
Oh, he's playing Siege.
That's
Like,
crazy
no,
talk.
Let's not say hi.
Assassin,
But when it was Elden Ring, you guys were like,
that's so funny.
which is fine. That's fine.
I
But
see.
yeah, I did get a
I see.
couple of followers on Twitch though. So that's good.
Fantastic.
I've been playing Persona 3. Red, are you ever gonna start that, by the way? I've been waiting for you to start so we can talk about it, you fucking triple nipple chinchilla.
Talk about
I'm
what?
gonna start Persona 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing
Persona
that.
3 Reload.
So, Lotus Esprit, if
Oh
you're in
my
chat,
God.
I won't go into detail. There was a game that I really, really needed last week, and that always just makes me feel good. And I bought Life is Strange Remastered Collection, and so I've been playing that. I don't know what, like, that game is so good. And if you're going through something, play Life is Strange. Oh my God, that game is just so good. And I haven't played the first one in so long. So
I just got
what
them, actually.
I'm saying all that, Assassin, to say that once I'm done with Life is Strange, I will play Persona, because they're very similar in terms of, like, a lot of relationship stuff and a lot of emotional stuff going on. So I can't handle too much of that right now. But Wind. He says I fart a lot, like more than normal, from what my friends tell me. I like how you say that, like, I don't know if I am, like you can't tell that you're farting. What was it? No, it was not Harriet Tubman. Oh my God, Helen Keller. Remember the Family Guy joke, Damarco, where Helen Keller's just walking around the house farting, and they're like, "Come on, I know you can't hear them, but you gotta feel them things slapping out of there." Anyway, shout out to you, Helen Keller.
Whoa.
So anyway, yeah, Persona 3. Holly is also with us. ThatBlueNumber. How are you? What you been into?
Wow,
There's-
wiggle wobble, watsy waddle woo.
All
Okay.
right, there we
Yep.
go. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. Good to see you. Yo, Donnie, I haven't talked to you in forever. Hey, bud. Good to
Oh,
see
he's
you.
here. Yes. Yes.
Yes. What have I been doing? Been playing Fallout 76, and I've been playing Elden Ring. I'm so close to being done with the DLC. I'm so close.
That's congratulations.
And I tried to start co-oping Gears of War with a certain person. So maybe one day that'll ever, continue on.
It will continue.
That is on my catalog, and I'll just tell you, I have this really goofy thing happening where everything sounds totally normal, and then all of a sudden, all of your speech will be condensed into like two
It's like,
times the speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll try to catch up. So hopefully that works itself out here in a minute.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, you ask me something, or I
I'm
butt
like,
in.
That's really great to hear, because you're gonna have to.
That's exactly what's happening. That's it. Somebody's screwing with my internet or something.
I love that.
So, yes. Yeah, that's it. And, and Civilization 6 is one of the most fantastic games ever, I must say. DeMarco and Jonas and I are battling to victory very slowly, very tediously, and I am definitely not going to win, but that's okay. So, it's such a good game. It's so much fun. And I started my own game the other night on my own to try to practice a little bit and get a little bit better. But anyway, fun.
As
Good
long
time.
as Gandhi's one of the opponents, he just always has to be one of the.
I haven't met Gandhi yet. I did meet Teddy Roosevelt though.
Hey!
Wow.
Hey!
Let's
And
clip that out.
and Victoria, the Queen of England.
Wow.
She's kind of territorial. Who'd have thought
Insane.
England being territorial?
They got their quirks. them Englishmen.
That's awesome.
Anyway.
I need to get into some strategy games. I'm been craving Age of Empire a lot lately. Really been wanting to get either
so
it's either
good.
2 or 4 because like you'll just like lose 4 hours and then God, it's so good. I need to get into a good
It's so
strategy
good.
game. That's awesome.
You should get Civ because I dare say that because I really like Age of Empires, and I
think I
want to
have
say I think Civ is a little better.
I think I
little
might
better.
like it better too if I played on PC because Civ seems more like a PC game, the same way
Yeah.
that Age of Empire is more of a PC game.
After you start it, you only need a mouse. That's it. You could kick back in your fat pants and just use your mouse
like
on
this,
your
click,
leg.
click, 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 just with
Yeah.
one hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet. With mouse behind my head. I
Yeah,
could take my
right
hat
on the-
off and just roll the mouse on
Use-
my head and just
Yep.
sit there. That's great. That's
Especially
great.
this summer, as hot as it's been, it's sweaty. It's just zoom,
Just
zoom
zipping
right all around.
Yeah, too fast. That's a skill issue. Anyway, Marco. Hey man.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey man.
How are you?
Hey, I'm
Rico
good. How are
Suave
you?
over there.
Looking horrible with my new haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, you look too good. I think is what he's
like
trying to say.
absolute garbage.
He said, "You look too good."
good.
Stop. Take it back a few notches. Throw some dirt on your face.
Oh, whoa.
Try to
Oh,
look a little less hot. Is what Assassin was saying.
That's what I. That's how I took it. That's how I took it.
Yeah. Oh, there's an echo.
I-
Assassin, mute
Oh.
yourself. Mute yourself.
I hopped back into a little bit of Shadow of Mordor, and I didn't realize how average that game was. At the time, I loved it. At the time, I
Mordor?
loved it. Shadow of Mordor, yeah.
Okay, yeah, very bare bones, like Assassin's Creed-ish.
Yeah, it just felt very much like the first entry in a series, and not in a great way, you know? It felt unpolished, it felt a little rough around the edges, a bit empty, scarce, the content wasn't necessarily there, so I find myself having a hard time remembering why I loved it so much. I know why I loved it so much the first time, actually. It's because the system itself was very, very novel, but then you get Shadow of War, which tuned it up, but in general was a worse game, but tuned up all the mechanics and there made a better game, so to go back to it, it's a little bit rough. But I've been doing some of that, and I will say, all that aside, it's fun. It's a good time. I like being in that universe, you know, even though the
Yeah.
lore feeds will yell at you. They say, well, technically it's impossible that Gollum could have been on this side because he was still in Mordor. And you're just like, I don't.
Shut up. Right, yeah.
She isn't actually a woman, she's a spider. It's just like, I'm sorry that they changed it. I was having fun.
Right. Are you playing? Oh, hang on. Shout out. Man, I need to figure out sound bites. Lotus Esprit, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. Insert soundbite here for a celebration. Thank you so much for doing that. Really, really appreciate it. Supports the channel.
Fuck you!
And that too. Thank you. It's a celebratory fuck you is what it is. Thank you so much, Lotus. Really, really appreciate you.
Oh, the shunk! What the shunk?
All right. So, what I was gonna ask, are you playing Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor to get into Shadow of War, because that's got a lot more going on.
You know what it was? I had just at the time when I was like, let me download Shadow of the Lord of the Rings games again. It's when I had just seen the movies, the trilogies in theaters, and so I just had this huge Lord of the Rings, just massive itch that I needed to scratch even further, and I was hoping that Shadow of Mordor could do that. And I guess I probably just waited too long, because at the time I was playing Doom 2016, which I beat. And then I was going to use Shadow of War as sort of a break before going right to Doom Eternal, because I love Doom, but there is such a thing as too much Doom.
Yeah.
There is such a
Sensory
thing.
overload. Yeah.
So I was like, let me take a break. I'll play some other games. Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor was that game, and I hopped into it and I wasn't really feeling it, so I haven't hopped back in. Probably will be an uninstall. I think what I've really been craving is Baldur's Gate, which I did do a little bit of my solo playthrough, and I was having a great time. Got to one of the hardest missions possible in the game. It is the only time in my playthrough that I've save scummed because I just needed to see if it was possible.
Except
And-
getting Gale out of the rift.
Except getting Gale. Well, in my play, that's your playthrough. So
Right.
But I always just find these types of games, especially something like Baldur's Gate 3, when it's so consequence heavy, that when you make a mistake or something doesn't go the way that you planned, or a character dies or something of that nature, it's just always so much more satisfying to see how the game navigates that and what impacts it has.
Yeah.
Versus saves coming and getting the exact result that you want and probably the one that you're expecting. So
Right.
you almost lose, and then when you go back and it to me it amplifies second playthroughs all the more because now you have that awareness. You might have messed up because it could be like a Elden Ring situation, right, where you run around a corner and then there's this one cheap bastard that's sitting there that's like, and then stabs you, shanks you in the back, and then you die and you lose 50,000 runes that you've been saving. It's like, but now more than that. But now you go back and you know it's there, right? So in a similar context, you might get some kind of schemy fight or scummy fight, feels completely unfair, you lose, this consequence happens, and now you go into it the next time and you know how to prepare for it a little bit better, and then you see the changes in the consequences of those actions, and I think that makes for a lot more rewarding, not just first playthrough, but second as well. So there you go.
I'm always ready, Fonz.
Why am I taking Concord? Why do people think I want Concord? I want nothing to do with Concord. I have zero interest in Concord.
Well, look, we're going to talk about that too. Shout out to Fonz. Yeah, Fonz, thank you so much for being here, bro. I really appreciate it. Gray Monad just showed up. General Spartan 27 says, I beat Shadow of War in 2014. I never beat Shadow of War. Oh, bro. Listen, you got to play that one. If you love Shadow of Mordor, it's amazing. And it should be on sale. General Spartan, I'm sure you're on Xbox, right? Come on. See, Mandalorian Martin says, hey, Red Wolf, do you think Xbox will have some big games at the end of the year or no? I don't think Xbox has any games coming out ever again, to be completely honest with you. No more games. No games in 2024, no games in 2025. I think the showcase that they put out recently was fake. Fake news, fake showcase, absolutely.
Gamescom, the booth is just empty. They just bought the space.
There's just like a bunch of mannequins there, like with like name tags on them. Phil. Anyway, no, I'm kidding, Martin. Yeah, Xbox has got a great roadmap ahead of them. I'm really excited for the end of the year for all the games coming out. So really, really excited for that. Fonz and I pre-ordered 3 copies of Concord. I love that. I love it. Fantastic. All right. So anyway, speaking of games, well, look, we could talk about Concord. What's going on? What's going on with Concord? 350 players for the demo total, something like that.
Well, it's Suicide Squad.
When you have less players playing your game than Suicide Squad, yeah, I don't think you're gonna survive this year, homie.
Well, okay, so
Firewalk
clear something up for me, Assassin. Wait, Assassin, clear something up for me, okay? Because I didn't catch all of this. I saw some of it. So originally, the demo was only open to pre-order people, right? And then they opened it up to everyone at the end. Is that, or like right before it actually opened up? Is that true? Or is the open beta
we have
still?
No signups.
Right.
They said nobody signed up for it. Make it public.
Right.
Back in May when they revealed the game and said, "Oh, well, early access is going to come to people who pre-ordered it."
Right.
That was true. But then the day before beta test was set to go live, they just gave it to everyone who had PlayStation Plus Premium.
Oh no, my internet did the thing.
So anyone who pre-order, basically, you didn't really need to pre-order at all. You just needed to have PlayStation Premium. He just scammed you out of $40. Jesus Christ.
Well, so I am one of the people who actually is interested in Concord. I thought it looked interesting. What's that?
Never mind, it's a joke. Never mind. Just keep going. Just keep going.
My internet broke. Because you went. And I was like,
Yep.
yes,
Don't say it.
that's
Don't
it.
say it.
You're absolutely
Don't
right.
say it.
I thought it looked interesting. To me, it looked way better than Fragpunk. Just me. Fragpunk does not really.
Really?
Yeah. To me, Concord looked better than
Equally as
Fragpunk.
weird.
At least.
I do think that it
kinda
had
looked unique.
problems. Like I thought and I didn't think it was worth $40, but I thought it was interesting. On like the characters were Guardians of the Galaxy-ish, right? I love that game. But I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Like it was very similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. That's okay. But it should have been free to play. And that's the only way a game like this truly survives. Except, I mean, you could count like Helldivers 2 is one of the rare exceptions, right? Where $40, everybody bought the dang game. People were playing like crazy. It was awesome, huge success. But now look at it, like it's down by 90%, right? So what hope does Concord have?
I mean, when Helldivers 2 loses 90% of its player base in the course of 3 months, Concord is coming out of the gate a lot worse. In Helldivers, you got
The difference though is I think Concord has enough of they had enough characters to and Colt is absolutely right. Helldivers is mid AF. That it was good for its 6 to 8 hours. But that's the problem, right? Is like it doesn't really have a loop, and they were adding a lot of stuff, but it wasn't enough to sustain variability to me. Concord at least has like a lot of characters, and they said they were going to have these like story vignettes and stuff like that were supposed to come every week, and et cetera, et cetera. So they at least had a plan for future, right?
You can see the stories of characters doing all the things that you won't be able to do in the game. So
I'm sure they will be wildly disappointing stories. I'm sure they will be wildly disappointing stories. However, and I don't care who's making it, I would have said that either way because Suicide Squad has taught us very important things. But I do think that at least, they had a basis for growth, right? Helldivers didn't really have that very much, right? So, sorry. That's my little soapbox on Concord.
Okay. Yeah, Concord.
Assassin.
Yeah, Assassin, do you give a
Assassin,
fuck?
fight me! Fight me!
Fight, she wants blood.
I'm not fighting you at all, because I'm going to be honest. Set this in chat to Fonz. As the four of us, I think I've gamed or played more on PlayStation or more than the E3. And I'm not saying that as something that's a negative. I'm just saying that it's just a fact. When I am more excited for Marvel Rivals than Concord, your game is not doing very good. It doesn't look good. It just looks like Overwatch and Guardians of the Galaxy made an ugly ass baby. I'm being honest. Guardians of the Galaxy is mid as fuck, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. So that's a double whammy for me.
Guardians of the Galaxy is mid.
On
Guardians of the
MCU
Galaxy
standards,
was
yes.
awesome.
I'm not talking about the game.
Oh.
I'm not talking about the game.
Oh no! Even Guardians is good.
Guardians is one of the better
Okay,
Marvel films.
Yeah.
No, I think it's one of their
Because
like,
Guardians actually did something different because it wasn't. I don't know. I had this conversation with somebody recently, where Guardians isn't so much like all the other Marvel heroes are like, "I'm here to save you." Then Guardians is like, hey man, how's it going? Kick that guy in the balls. All right, we're good to go now. Like, see you later. Like,
Ah, yes, because Captain America and Iron Man totally was like that and say that. No.
I mean,
Speaking
that's
of,
like how Marvel feels, but Guardians like changed it up. That's why I think they were better.
Yeah,
Just
they're
because it changes it up doesn't mean it's always good. But either way,
Oh, it was also good though.
just
they were
Concord just
good.
doesn't. Concord just doesn't ring anything with me at all as a gamer. It just doesn't. That may change if it survives long enough. But until we know more, I mean, all I can say is, Firewalk, it was nice knowing you. Marco, your turn. You have a stake in this too as a PC player, even though you said you want nothing to do with it.
Well, I mean, I also, so my two platforms of choice are PlayStation and PC, because obviously as PC I get the Xbox games available. So, but I don't care about platforms. That's why it doesn't matter to me. But Concord just looks very. It's coming out in a time where there's much better options for live service games. I think that if it had released a little bit closer to Overwatch 2, actually, the conversation would be very different, right? Could you imagine how people would have called it an Overwatch clone still? That comparison was inevitable. But when Overwatch 2 came out, nobody was happy with that release. And so if Overwatch 2 and Blizzard had that launch, Concord says, "Hey, look, we got you guys are looking for a hero shooter, like, check out this one." And then you would have had such a different conversation around this game. But unfortunately, you know, there is an Echo Assassin if you can but unfortunately what you have now is, you guys all think Helldivers 2 is mid. I think that they really needed to add more faster, versus it seems like they really focused or doubled down on the battle pass, which I think was a pretty big mistake, versus adding new enemy types and new planets and new designs and new missions and stuff like that. But I really like that game. But you say 90% left, there's still a pretty substantial player count even with that 90%, right? The game just hit.
Even with the 90% gone, it's still great. It's still good.
It's still really good.
It's like you said. It's the reason why Helldivers 2 isn't doing very well. It's not because the game's bad. It's because, for one, they still have that PC requirement for other countries that don't have PlayStation Network. Then the other thing is, it's just the same 3-4 biomes with the same 2 enemy types. There's no real variety.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of the same reason why Halo Infinite's campaign did get a little criticism, because there wasn't any biomes in that campaign.
I gotta say,
again, completely different games, but still.
Mag was cracking me up last night when he was talking about, and then I got a left, right, left, left, right, 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 up, down, 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 left, and I was
left,
like,
bumper,
yeah,
right, bumper, right, trigger, right. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
While you're running for your life, right? Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Which I kind of like, because it actually does add some intensity to what's going on. Like, you're trying to do this very simple thing. If you're standing
They're
still,
like, get me in, and you're just like, I can't.
and yeah, and that I just feel like it adds to it, because imagine you're standing still, no chaos, and it's like left, down, up, down, and you're like, got it. But then you add thousands of things shooting, jumping at you. There's explosions going everywhere, and all you're trying to do is press left, right, up, down.
Your friends while you're trying to revive
get your friend back. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. You know, it's not for everybody. So. Sorry, it took me a minute. I was so out of the conversation for a bit, and I apologize, because I was trying to put in anyone who's just listening right now. Stop listening, take a look, because I dropped in a poll. I'm going to be dropping game codes throughout the show tonight, so go in there, vote for the game code that you want me to drop, and then I'll end the poll after a little bit, and then I'll drop the code and then drop more codes, and just do that. So go there and vote, and while you're voting, hit the like button. That'd be cool. Or share us out. Share us out on Twitter or something. That'd be sick. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Damarco. You were about to. You were saying.
No.
You went. Oh.
That was really it. That you have other live service games, like Helldivers 2 is still doing well. You do have Overwatch if people are actually playing that. There's just better live service games that are available, and it's not an opportune time for another hero shooter, is all it really comes down to. So.
Yeah.
Honestly, it sucks because it could have probably been a really cool game. Honestly.
I think really the question is, because we're always talking about what we like and what we dislike, and there's oversaturation with this genre or oversaturation with perspective, like third-person games versus first-person games. But what would be the solution to a hero shooter? Because honestly, whenever I see another hero shooter, I'm always asking myself, what can they do differently for me to actually want to get in? And I think, like, for example, if you look at Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Marvel Rivals, for example, both of those games have a hero mode to them. And I think the reason that it's really special to people is because I always use the word legacy for a lot of things, so I'll use it again. You have Spider-Man and Iron Man and all these characters that you grew up loving that are iconic. Same thing with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and all that kind of stuff. So I think Marvel Rivals, in terms of a hero shooter, is doing something that I'm actually interested in for one reason or another. But whenever I look at Concord, I think what it does differently is its aesthetic, and it's it reminded us of like Star Wars, whenever we were watching it. So I don't know. I'm always asking myself, what could Concord have done? I'm saying it as if it's dead. It's not dead. It's not even out. What could Concord do to
Buy Azura!
What happened? Oh my God, Lotus! Lotus, thank you so much. Lotus Esprit just gifted literally everyone in the entire chat membership. Thank you so much, Lotus. That means so much to me. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Look at that. Look at it. Everyone's green. Everyone's green. Oh, thank you so much.
What the hell is going on?
Thank you, Lotus.
Oh man, you
Everyone
rock,
except
Lotus.
Paul, apparently.
Thank you so much. That's so cool.
Except Fonz.
Except Fonz, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. It makes me. I'm on the edge. I'm very emotional this week anyway, so I'm just trying not to explode and with gratuity. I don't know. Anyway, seriously,
It's better than the way Toxic Butt Wind explodes.
That's true. Yeah, Toxic. Now we have his story. Toxic Butt Wind has injured people with his butt and his butt wind.
Apparently, not only does he fart a lot, but it's stinky.
It's stinky farts. Imagine that. If you can believe that. Yeah, it's crazy. So,
Oh, the shunk. What the shunk?
yeah. Thank you. So I need to like get a better version of What the Shunk. That was the original What the Shunk. Anyway, Lotus, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you. So anyway, Concord. If I were to do, I really couldn't tell you what I would like to see differently in a hero shooter. I am just telling you that I am more interested in hero shooters with actual heroes that are iconic in other medias, I guess. So that's just my personal preference, which I guess is why I don't have any interest in them at all, unless it is something like a Marvel or like I actually really was into Multiverse, Damarco. Remember that? That was out. I was like really into that for a little bit. I don't know. You got into it for a while.
I played Multiverse when I have it installed still, because it just re-released. I still have it installed. I just haven't jumped into it because the progression was absolutely horrendous, and I could only have so much fun with it. But it's good as a free-to-play game. It's great.
Did you buy Batman?
Did I buy Batman? No, I bought Finn.
Oh,
obviously.
Okay. I had to buy
Batman. I bought Finn, but actually Shaggy I just think is the best character in the game, undoubtedly.
It's so weird. My only connection to that is my son sitting beside me.
My Finny.
Finn
Yodani has a Finny.
Does Yodani have a Finn dog?
Finn.
He's got a Finn chinchilla.
A Finn chinchilla.
A Finchilla.
A Finchilla. I love
Finchilla.
that. I love that. Was that a Funko?
He's got a blue. He's got a dog named Blue.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I love it. Assassin's response to all that was,
You're like one of those Minecraft villagers.
Hey, Assassin, what would you like to see? I'm sorry?
Never mind. What was your question?
What would you do differently to make Concord seem more interesting? In general, hero shooters. What would you want to see them do differently? Would you want a Halo hero shooter where you got Chief and all the ODSTs and all the Reachers? Yeah.
Make it darker and grittier. Get rid of that Guardians of the Galaxy vibe.
You know?
Did you play it this
Not all,
weekend?
not all heroes have to be light and colorful. Did I play it? No.
I agree with you though. There's too much aesthetic.
No.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say I agree with you that there is a lot of bubbly aesthetic now in a lot of stuff. It's kind of the Fortnite effect.
Yeah.
Red,
But not everything has to be that way.
Here's an idea for Marvel Rivals, though. Here's an idea.
Yeah.
It's like let's say Marvel Rivals comes out and it does good. They should do like an event every 3 months. You take all the M-rated heroes and put them like their own mode, like the Punisher, Ghost Rider, Daredevil, all the dark and gritty heroes. Do one mode, and then make it more bloody and violent, darker, grittier. It's like how the characters are.
So you just want like a DC Rivals now is what you want.
Yes, I want violence.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm with you, and I feel like that's why, like Holly said, the Fortnite effect is affecting everything, everything, and it sucks. Like, we are adults, okay? Like, people, they're marketing to children still, and it's like, hello, the majority of gamers are us, are in our age range. Like, come on, guys, give us blood. Come on, Phil, give us blood.
Age for a gamer is 36.
There you go.
36 to 54. It's the average gamer.
There you go. It's me and Damarco. He just turned 54.
Just turned 55 actually, so I'm outside that age.
Never mind.
So I went and got the haircut.
Anymore.
That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Well,
this ain't even my real hair.
Oh, that explains why I have I just turned 26.
You did?
Yes. Did she?
Congratulations! Happy birthday!
He had a birthday a couple weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday!
Wow.
That's fantastic. I've been off. I've been off. How? So you're 24 now.
26. 26.
He's 24, chat.
26.
Fuck you.
Oh, Assassin had a
Assassin
birthday,
had a
Fonz. He just turned 25. Yeah. Happy
26.
birthday,
I turned
man.
26 like
26.
a week and a half ago.
26. 26.
Oh,
It was a week and a half ago, Red.
gotcha. Okay. Hey, listen.
He played
3 more
Among
minutes.
Us for his
I'm gonna-
birthday.
I'm gonna give 3
I'll
more
be right
minutes
back.
for this.
That actually
I'm gonna give 3 more minutes for this code drop. So guys, put in your votes. Vote for a code, and I'll drop it for everyone. And listen, if you fucking redeem that code, you better tell me that you redeemed it, or I'll find you and I'll kiss you. So look forward to that. What kind of fucking cup is that? Is that a candle holder?
You know my story. It was a candle holder, and I turned it into a cup.
That's right. I've asked
I
this.
like it.
It was a long time ago. I asked.
It's like
That's
gold
right.
on top and stuff.
That's amazing. I love that kind of stuff. You should be holding it fancy, like a. There you go. Fantastic. All right. Anyway, hero shooters, right? Am I right? Oh boy. Oh, there we go. 20 votes. We're almost there with the code. Yeah. Fawn says Assassin needs a camera. Yeah. Well, he just turned. He's of age now. He's old enough to rent a car and to get a camera.
What is y'all's obsession with me getting a camera?
Because
Come
you
on,
need
let
to
it
be
go.
one.
It would complete the scene.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
It would,
Oh.
and everyone would get to see your beautiful face.
Yes. In your mane of hair.
No.
Yeah.
No. Huh?
Yeah. Don't you have long hair
I
still?
got a haircut. Oh, I got a haircut.
For your birthday? Was that one of your
Let's
birthday?
see it.
Oh,
Prove it.
you want to say? Oh, wait. Hey.
All
I
right.
almost turned it on and I remembered where I was.
Where am I? All right. I'm gonna end this poll right now. Or wait, I'm gonna try to end the poll. Wait, how do I end the poll? Wait, why is this happening? Oh, here we go.
That's what she said.
I almost-
Once called you a witch.
There we go. End of the poll. Boom.
Inside.
All right. And looks like The Witcher 3, that's what I'm talking about. Witcher 3, Xbox US code, okay? Xbox US code. So if you're in the US and you got an Xbox, that's what this is. Okay? Okay, guys? Okay? Everyone ready? I'm going to count down.
No.
Actually, I'm not even going to count down. Let's go to the next topic, and I'll drop it randomly. That way I can be fair to everyone. So, hey, okay, let's talk about this. Let's do this. The big topic, Firestick, Amazon Firestick, Xbox. Xbox is going full publisher, full third party, full destruction of consoles. They hate their player base. That's right. Full scorched earth, just scorching all their dedicated Game Pass subscribers, and they're saying F you, or no, as Special Nick would say,
Fuck you.
Them for guns, not our guns.
Wow, wow, wiggle, wobble, watsy, waddle, woo.
South Park.
So my question is, let me just put this here. So my question is, hey Damarco, as someone who, as you said, plays on PC and PlayStation exclusively, I said it right, exclusively, how do you feel about the Amazon Fire Stick allowing you to play games through cloud, correct me if I say anything silly along the way, through cloud streaming, no more consoles, and they just say, here you go, Xbox Game Pass. Do you think this is for us? Do you think people with a console, Xbox console already are going to say, wow, way more convenient, and just buy one?
I've seen some dramatic people on Twitter saying, well, like I saw one post in particular, somebody was like, I just gave my Xbox to GameStop because Xbox doesn't care about me anymore, so just gonna go out and buy a Fire Stick, you know, like they're making this big bold statement, and Phil Spencer is gonna go cry himself to sleep. Look, they're giving you more options. They're giving you more options as to how you want to play. I think that if you are a more hardcore gamer, right, if you're playing certain types of games maybe, then you might look to something, you might want to buy an Xbox because you don't want to have to deal with the latency, or because you know that you won't have to rely on a Game Pass subscription. Now I heard that I believe it was Jez Corden that sent out a tweet that said eventually it's possible in the future you might be Elemental Hero, the Shadow Link, Dragon Wolf King. Got the code, by the way. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know.
King.
Congratulations. The Witcher 3, baby. Yes.
Enjoy it. It's a great game.
Fantastic. Awesome.
You have, you know, I think Jez Corden said that eventually they want to be able to bring your whole library over as well, and to be playable through the cloud. So
They do.
To me, they're providing more options, right? You can choose to buy a console, you can choose to play it on cloud. At the end of the day, Microsoft is still getting their money, and you're still buying games through their service. And that's the direction they're going, and that's the direction that they have been building to. And honestly, I think it's the right direction to go in, because there's going to be two types of audiences. Your audience is going to be either the people who want to experience, quote unquote, the best, and I'm putting massive air quotes around this, but the best gaming experience, which is going to be on PC, or you're going to get people who want something more casual, which is going to be either buying a console, or now you have the availability to do it a lot cheaper through a system like the Fire Stick and Xbox Game Pass. And that's a really great point of entry, and at the end of the day, Xbox is still walking away with all the money in their pocket, so they don't care.
Okay.
I think this is a smart move for Xbox.
And I actually tend to agree with you. Lotus Esprit in chat says, the Fire Stick is awesome for me. I love it. Now Xbox is on all my TVs. And I think Lotus travels a lot for work. So I could see this being a benefit to someone who travels and they go to a hotel room and they stick it in the hotel room with its amazing Wi-Fi. And we'll see how well that turns out. The idea works, but I could see if someone is traveling a lot that would behoove that would behoove you. But you gotta have a good internet. That's what always comes down to. Holly, tell me how you feel about the Amazon Fire Stick.
I have no problem with this. I think it's great. I saw some people getting upset about, and somebody on my other podcast
Who
got upset. Mr. Escape for the Biscuit, I will name you, sir. He did not like the messaging that was around it. He doesn't have an issue with the actual stick. He just thought it sounded a little too how's the right way to say it? It's a little too dismissive of the console itself, and he thought that it was a little too callously said for console players to feel like telling everybody you don't need a console, because obviously that's a little worrisome for people who really want to have consoles, right, in the future, about when they're going to go away. For the record, I don't think they're going away for a very long time. But I think that the Fire Stick is awesome, and it is Amazon Prime Days, and right now you can get a Fire Stick and the adapter and the controller for $80, which heck, I mean, that is all you need.
Also get a month of Ultimate.
And you get a month of Ultimate.
Yeah. There's a Prime Day deal right now.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Wow.
That's all you need to get into gaming at this point. As long as you have good internet. That's always the caveat, right? Yep. And Kate Asante actually did a video where he picked up one of these Fire Sticks and, kind of ran through its paces and stuff. But I know some people have complained a little bit about the picture quality with it. But I don't know that, honestly, people who are picking this up, I don't know that they care.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that I was having a little bit of a debate in chat on his show the other day about, I don't think people care, because most people are picking this up as a casual audience or as a secondary thing, or just something simple to attach to a TV that is in a secondary bedroom or something, just it's an easy filler for a room, or it's an easy barrier of entry that also gives you access to other things if you don't want to game anymore on it, right? It's not like a console that you bought, now you either have to go resell it somewhere or whatever. It's your streaming app for all other kinds of things, so it's dual purpose. But I mean, again, right, if you're serious about gaming and you want to try out what a different system does, you just don't do that on a Fire Stick, really, right? You're probably trying it at a friend's house, or you are willing to put the investment in at least into an S, right, to check it out. But I think for most people, as long as they have decent internet, it's gonna be fine.
It's the type of thing too, something that neither of us mentioned, is it's the type of thing too that Xbox is just creating this massive convenience to everybody.
Yes.
The fact that I can, and they've already been building towards this for a long time, but the fact that I can, from my PC, start playing a game and then go and switch to my console and start playing it on a console in another. I don't have the newer series of consoles, but go start playing it on a newer series of console in a different room. And then I say, oh, well, I'm actually, taking a trip down to a summer home somewhere. I don't own a summer home, but if I did, I'm going to a summer home somewhere. Let me just go visit that. And I'm not going to lug the console with me, so I'll just bring the Fire Stick, and I'll still be able to play the same save connected through each of these. And then we also know that there's probably an Xbox Portable, so I'm getting on my flight, I don't have anywhere to plug in my Fire Stick, so I'll play it on my Xbox Portable that is probably coming in the future. And all of these are just synchronized through one subscription, right? It's not as though you're paying different costs for each of these. You buy the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and then you have all of this library available to you and that comes with the cloud gaming, I believe, that you need in order to access this service.
Ultimate does.
Ultimate does. Yeah, so you need the
standard does not. And I honestly, I mean, that's a
Okay.
different conversation, but you're right. And what if you have a laptop or a PC that's a bit older and it won't quite run one of these new games the same way that you want it to? Play it on cloud, right? And it
all of
solves
this
a lot of those issues.
is through Xbox. So Xbox has these players locked in at that point. So I think
And I don't know why they don't have a cloud-only subscription for cheap. For cheap. Honestly. Because if you're
Yeah.
getting all these people, like, even if it was an ultimate cloud only, like, why wouldn't you have it for like $7-8?
I'm surprised that wasn't on just the lowest tier. When
Right.
are we talking about the tiers? Are we talking about? We probably are. So, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have that there. But there you go. I'm sure we'll get into it deeper.
Speaking of deep, I dropped another code poll. So anyone listening and not watching, look at it. Would you just look at it? Would you just look right at it? And
That needs to be on the soundboard.
that does. Oh my God, yeah. Holly's like, replace me, please. I do need. Yeah, we'll switch it up. Yeah, check out the poll in chat for the next code drop. Yeah, went and got a lot of codes for you guys this week, as much as I could afford to get. So, please. Anyway, let's go through some of the chat, people. So Lotus says, let me go back, because Lotus said, shout out to Mash, by the way. Mash is somebody that I always see in other live chats, and here they are. Thank you, Mash, for being here. I really appreciate you. Greg E3 also showed up to say hello, and he's interacting with everyone. Palpatine is now here. Lotus says, it works surprisingly well on hotel TV so far for me. Elemental Hero of the Shadowlink Dragon Wolfgang says, there's a point on internet too, because the internet can be bad at a hotel or somewhere you may be staying, or it may not work on a TV. And then Mash replied to that and says, I just kind of wish they had an introductory price or some low-end price for a limited Game Pass stick version, maybe like $8 to $9 a month. But it's $80, right? It's $80 for the stick and then the controller.
Yeah. And a month of Ultimate.
Okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, Mash. I
think he means for the monthly.
Oh,
not having to pay
for
for
the
Game
Game
Pass
Pass, the stick version of Game Pass. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understand. That's a really good point.
It is an
I-
Xbox controller too, by the way. Noise.
Right. So that's $60, or no? How much are they now? 65.
They're normally 60 for the plain regular ones. Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, Jonas says, I played cloud games on my old ass MacBook last year. So convenient. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I've tried with cloud. I tried. Oh God, what was it that I tried? Oh, Persona 5 was what I tried. Which that would be the game to try, right? Because Persona games aren't. You don't need to react. You know, it's turn-based, and you're doing a lot of talking. But even then, the latency was awful. And again, that just is the internet that I was around. I wasn't here at my house playing Persona, because why would I do that while I'm at my house? But I just think
I've used
that's
cloud a lot to try out Game Pass games that I wasn't sure about downloading. Even though they're small games and it wouldn't take that long, that's what I do. Or games that are leaving Game Pass soon. If I start it and I really enjoy it, I just finish it on the cloud, because I know that I'm not going to delete it. You know, I'd download it and then have to delete it in 2 weeks when it leaves or something like that.
right.
But of course, if you're going to play COD, or if you're going to play something very super intensive as a console player, you know you're going to download it. But there's applications for cloud for everyone.
Right.
And now it actually starts to work again. So, so it's good.
Galvinson said Xbox should get a native app for NVIDIA now for the consoles. Then all of the Series S would be 4K, 120 FPS machine for streaming. NVIDIA now is so much better than xCloud. Have you guys tried NVIDIA now?
GeForce Now. No, it's supposed to be really, really good, and you can play it on your Xbox. You can access it on your Xbox.
I've heard, yeah,
A little
ACG was talking
convoluted.
about using it for testing stuff. He's always testing stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
But
haven't tried it.
but Xbox Cloud is included in your Ultimate membership, so you know what I mean. There's not really too much of a need to get another subscription service, unless you're on PC and you don't like Game Pass or, heck, the new pricing, the PC Game Pass and Nvidia Now is probably still cheaper or right at the same price as just Ultimate. So,
Right. And I think one thing to remember is that how overwhelming would it be if you're not a gamer and then you get an Amazon Fire Stick and you're like, so you're supposed to be able to play games on this, and you turn it on and you see what Game Pass has to offer right now, even at core, you're like, you would just explode. Microsoft would have to be responsible for a lot of deaths from just head explosions, and I think, listen. Let's not get off. Listen, I'm really interested to hear your opinion, Assassin. So we've saved the best for last. What's your opinion on this direction for Xbox going full third party, throwing the consoles out the window, and just burning down the offices? Shuttering another DEI studio. Oh, not studio, but a team. Anyway. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna mention that at all. Sweet.
I didn't.
Yeah, let's stay away from the politics on that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, I have no issue with having more ways to play games. I have no issue with that. I really don't. I'm just concerned about two things, and those two things I feel are valid to be concerned about. One, if having a Fire Stick becomes the more popular option than getting a console, then eventually, whether we like it or not, I agree with you, Ollie. Consoles are going to be here to stay for a while. I just think that if this ends up becoming more popular than the console way, death of consoles is going to come faster. It won't be 20 years, it'll probably be 10. That is something to be concerned about, because like you told me in Red before, digital future is coming and we're fighting a losing battle. That came because we had more choices. So yes, we have more choices on how to buy things. Now we're losing our way of buying physical. So we gained a couple of things, but we lost something along the way. That's going to happen with consoles, and I accept that. When that happens, I'm going to go straight to PC. Well, okay, PC and Switch.
Microsoft will thank you for that.
Nintendo's never gonna jump to PC. Never. But, I mean, other than that, again, I do agree with Riskit in terms of marketing. Like, what does that say to the people that spent that much money for your console? Like, hey, you just bought you just bought this console for nothing. You could have just waited 3 years and wait to buy a Fire Stick. Like, well, thanks. Thank you for doing that.
It says the same thing that people do when you buy it right before you buy a console right before it goes on sale. It's like, oh well, now you can get it for $200 off, and the person who just bought it for $500 is like, yeah. I mean, obviously the price difference is a lot wider between the two.
It's a lot.
Well, you're getting a significantly different experience.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's what I would say to counterpoint that, right? There's a big price difference, but also very different experience between the two.
But isn't their whole mission to get basically a console experience through the cloud? Isn't that their whole goal?
Well, of course, eventually, but it's never really going to get there because it's dependent on factors outside of Microsoft's control, right? Microsoft can't control if your internet's having a bad day. But hey, look, my internet's out, but I'll still go boot up my my Xbox, and I'll have no problem. But that Fire Stick, good luck. SOL, buddy.
Well, and I look, the marketing on this is not meant for you or me or even Damarco or Red or any of the people listening to this.
Main. Yep.
That it's like this is not meant to put any console players down. It has nothing to do with us. The marketing here is to just tell other people who either have no Xbox ecosystem or no gaming system at all, hey, look, you can get into this so easy and it's not a big deal. And really, like, Stein just put up this really great post, which I sent the group. Feel free to go follow Stein. He is fantastic. He's the Xbox marketing social media lead. And he just put up, look, like, I've seen a lot of negative things about how it looks like we've tried to alienate the console players, and that's not it at all. Like, our point is to say, you want to play on your computer? You can play on your computer. Do you want to play on your Xbox? You can play on your Xbox. Do you want to play on your phone? I got you. Do you want to play on a TV in a hotel while you're away for work? No problem. Do you want to take this on vacation? Here you go. Like, you can, and it's all seamless. What you were playing 2 months ago, you could pick up 2 months later in a different country and still be able to play. No problem. Their brand is not about one single unit. It's about the ecosystem that they've built. And that's what they're really trying to promote. It's not about putting any one particular piece down. So I don't view what this marketing campaign was as a negative. I look at it as a positive, because the more people that they can pull in via Firestick are the more people that help support less price hikes and better games and all of the other stuff that comes to the ecosystem that benefits us. Was that?
Things like price hikes are inevitable. That's gonna happen.
But you know what I mean. It might delay it 6 months. It might delay it a year. It might make it $1 less. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. Like, the more people you have in the ecosystem, the better you are as a player off in the long haul.
Okay.
I respectfully disagree with that just a tiny bit, because we were
No, you cannot. No, I'm
anyway.
kidding.
Love
me. Go ahead.
I was there for a second. See, the thing is,
Go on with
I
your
don't
insolence.
think that they care about consoles as much as he says. I mean, people pointed this out when the price hikes were revealed for the different tiers for Game Pass. Like, let me get this straight. PC Game Pass for $12 a month. You don't have to pay for online multiplayer. That's free on PC, as far as I know, right?
Yes.
So why did they have to play? Why did they get day and first party games? But the standard on console, still have to pay for online multiplayer,
That's all consoles.
but you don't get first party.
That's
I'm not counting. I'm not including Ultimate in this conversation, because you get PC and console with that. So there's no point in talking about that one. With standard, you pay $3 more, but you don't get the first party. You don't get EA Play. You don't get certain benefits, but PC players do. Like, what? How's that fair and right? Like, what? Surely there can't be that much of a difference between the two. So,
well, because
why?
PC players have so many more options, right? Like, you can go to GOG, you can go to Steam, you can go to Epic, you can go to CD Keys, you can go to the pirated web, you can go literally anywhere else except their ecosystem to play the games. They don't need
is that an actual
Xbox.
storefront name?
No,
No, that's no.
that's just the
That would.
the dark web
Would be
of
hilarious.
gaming. But, like, you see what I'm saying, right? Like, they don't need Xbox the same way that console gamers need Xbox. So if you want to not play for multiplayer, if you don't want to play for full price, for $70 for games, because some games are $70 on PC, but some of them are $60 still, right? Like, or if you want to take your chance and buy a pirated $12 Civ code off of some, less than stellar website and do that, you are more than welcome to do that. If you want to buy a PC and take on what comes with the PC, not everybody's willing to do that, because PC comes with problems that consoles don't, right? But it also comes with good stuff that they don't. So I'm not saying it's fair, But I am saying that there is a definitive difference between the two, and they know that PC is not as dependent on Xbox as everybody else is. Or even PlayStation. PlayStation does the exact same thing, right? They charge you for online. Nintendo has their super crappy online costs, right?
Yeah, they're
So-
ancient. Primal.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is new to them.
Uh,
But even then, they have that. So, like, PC doesn't need any of these three to really play the same game. That's why.
Can't you
And
access
they-
those storefronts through the Microsoft Edge app on the console though?
You can't play a Steam game on your Xbox console.
No.
Oh, but stuff like Nvidia you can, can't you? I literally saw someone in chat mention that.
You can play GeForce Now, which is cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you don't own anything. It's all cloud streaming, which is very good from what I hear. But I don't know. And to be fair, I don't know what the catalog is for GeForce Now versus Xbox.
I hear it's substantial, but not as big as other services. But anyway, I don't know. I just aside from the amount of storefronts on PC, I just don't see a difference really
BioShock
that justifies
2.
the means. I just don't personally see a difference. Okay? That's just me, I guess. But we're allowed to have our opinions, and we're allowed to be right and wrong.
That's right. You know you're wrong, and it's okay.
And it's okay to.
But Red,
Yeah.
if this ends up causing the death of consoles, then I will get you a PlayStation.
Hey, listen.
It's for convenience.
I just heard Xbox is dead right now, so.
I just
my
heard
address
Palpatine's theme song start to play in the background, that evil Star Wars sound.
Palpatine. What is Palpatine's thing? Oh, you're just talking like dun dun dun.
Oh,
dun.
that's
Okay.
Isn't that Vader though? Not
That's-
Palpatine? Isn't that Vader?
Well,
That's the
it's Star
Imperial
Wars.
Mark.
Yeah, it
I
is.
get
It's
you.
the
I
Imperial
get you.
Mark.
By the way, anyone who's not paying attention, okay, hang on a second. Elemental.
Did he get both?
Did you just get both codes? Listen, I'm gonna have to make a rule. If you got it, that's great. I love that for you. We're gonna have to check the codes. Okay, Elemental Hero, are you gonna actually play these games? I want you to answer me right now.
You better play BioShock, damn it.
You better play. I'm just gonna start dropping codes because I bet the Elemental Hero Shadowlane Dragon Wolf King is someone who sits with their mouse
Holly, I just got
waiting
BioShock,
to
by the way.
copy and paste into the Microsoft Store. You are okay. All right, listen.
The collection?
I got
gotta-
the
We're having an
collection for
important
Xbox, and I
BioShock
got-
discussion here.
And then I got,
got what?
the Life is Strange first two games. I got those two recently on Xbox as well. So yeah, I
Good.
got pretty much every game that y'all want me to play, but I won't have enough time to play any of them because
No, play them.
You need to play them, especially
BioShock.
especially
finished
BioShock.
that,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, listen. Elemental Shadowlink Dragon Wolf King. Yes, I'm happy that you got the code. I'm gonna put another code out there now. If you get it, you're stealing. You're stealing from the community at this point.
be right
Okay.
back.
Lotus
You hear
just
me?
gave us another 10.
Oh my! Lotus, thank you so much. We're running out of people to give memberships to. Every single person in chat now is a member. So, thank you so much, Lotus. I appreciate you so much. And look, you're revealing what you're really doing right now by gifting subs is you are revealing the lurkers. So I see you,
The
King
lurkers,
Styles,
yep.
Cygnus, Alex Gunner, Torino Johnson,
Daniel
Robert
Luna.
Griffin, Unkilled Titan. I see you. Captain Crunch, Talos Ray, Scorpio. I see you. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much, Lotus. You're so generous. That is awesome. Really, really appreciate you. And listen, guys, if you're lurking in the chat, come on, say something. Say something. You can talk with us. You know, we're approachable. We're approachable. Yeah, thank you so much, Lotus. You're a hero. You are the Elemental Dragon Link, fucking Link Lotus hero. Anyway, all right. So listen, I'm gonna put another code poll in the chat, and just for now, Dragon Wolf King, you are not allowed to redeem any more codes because you're too quick on the draw. All right. Anyway, So that's the talk on the Amazon Fire Stick.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I agree. I think it's good because I just feel like it's not about us. Like they're not going to say, look how successful this is. We're going to stop making consoles. The demand for consoles will always be there. It'll always be there.
And it could be you have a stupid TV like I do in a spare bedroom somewhere, and you're like, I don't want to buy a $300 console to sit in that room. So
yeah,
here you go. Now I can watch Netflix on my stupid TV and play BioShock 2. It's great.
Thanks, Jack. Too.
Everything's
And
great.
that's actually, speaking of Lotus mentioned that earlier, that they said now they have Xbox in all their rooms and they don't have to worry about lugging a console in every room. They're just watching Amazon and they say, you know what, let me play something real quick, or whatever. Dragon says, yes, sir. I honestly don't have these games and wanted BioShock. Well, good. Okay, listen. I am gonna give a ton more codes away tonight as time permits. So I am happy that those are ones that you wanted, especially The Witcher 3. I mean, both those games are amazing. BioShock is amazing. So I'm so happy that I have made.
You have to play one before you play 2.
You do have to play one. So the next code I'll be dropping is BioShock 1. No. So, anyway. Okay, so hey Holly, guess what? Guess what you get, Holly? If you are a Game Pass subscriber, guess what open beta you get access to?
Kunitsugami?
Yes, Kunitsugami. Tensai, dragon, lizard, flying, anime man 2. Exactly. Yes. No, so if you are a Game Pass subscriber, you will get access to the open beta for Black Ops 6.
Oh, say it ain't so.
It ain't so. I'm lying. I'm a liar. No, I'm kidding. It's real. That's real. And so, which is really cool. I thought this was interesting because it's sort of them saying, hey, you're on Xbox. You're part of the family. So, of course, you're going to have access to this. And it makes sense to me. There were some more details on this, and I cannot bring it up. I had it, but I can't bring it. If I bring it up, it's gonna cover the entire screen. So if you guys have more info on this, but right now, as far as I know, I'm not the best host in the world. Black Ops 6, you're gonna have access to the open beta coming soon. You can actually see it right now on your Xbox dashboard. It should just pop up if you have Game Pass. And I just think that's a great way to reward to sign. Fuck, I was trying not to say it. Damn it, I was trying not to say it. It's a great way to stay in shape. I just think it's a great way for them to show. Every time I can't say it, to show that ABK deal is going to be beneficial in the future for people who are in the Xbox ecosystem. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But Holly, you're the Call of Duty queen. You know what I mean. So how do you feel about, I'm trying to talk quick or slow so that way you can chew your coffee beans or whatever it is. What are you eating?
They're sour gummy Skittles.
Okay. I don't know. Like the chocolate covered, wow.
Chocolate what?
The chocolate what?
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
Oh, dear Lord.
Well, oh man, Assassin wasn't here to hear that, so we're not going to hear him say. I'm going to clip that out. Chocolate covered coffee beans is what I thought you might have been eating.
Oh, sour Skittle gummies.
Gotcha, fantastic. Well, hey, pause. You know what it says. I forgot what the hell I'm saying. Call of Duty open beta on Game Pass. How do you feel about that? What do you think? I guess the question is, how do you think it? What do you think it says for the future of Xbox and Activision games going forward?
I don't think. Oh, gosh, this is gonna make some people mad. I don't think we can judge all future Call of Duty releases and their success or their access to Call of Duty through Game Pass for the future until we beta test this year. I think this year is a big test on how Xbox is going to move forward with Call of Duty. Could be wrong, but look, Xbox is the lowest, probably. I mean, besides Nintendo, right? Like they're probably the lowest purchase rate out of all of them, so it was worth for them to try this and give it a shot. And this Call of Duty is particularly interesting because it is a super revamp to all of the systems. The story trailers were super Michael Bay. Like, I think it actually intrigued a lot of people that probably would have normally just written off Call of Duty. I think most of you write off Call of Duty. Maybe not you, Red, but like, I think Damarco and Assassin don't really do Call of Duty that often.
It's just the file. I'm not going to lie. It is literally just the file size for me.
It's huge. It's ridiculous. It is.
Exactly,
It is an entire Series S.
I cannot be bothered.
But you don't have to always download Warzone if you don't want to play Warzone. That's like 100 gigs on its own, right, or something like that.
It's not even that. Yeah, it's like 70.
Which is a lot, though, if you don't want to have that downloaded, right? It takes a chunk of the change off, but I feel you on that. But Call of Duty this year is going to be a huge release, whether it was in Game Pass or not. It's going to be a massive one, and the fact that they're putting it into Game Pass. First of all, you know, Phil was very adamant about everybody has access to everything at the same time. So whether you pre-order it or you pre-order it by paying for Game Pass, then you all have access to the beta when it's the closed beta, and then the open beta will come after that, which they usually do, right? And then they open it up to anybody who wants to try. I think that's huge. I think a lot of people are going to hop back into Call of Duty that maybe didn't necessarily want to pay the $70, $90, $100, $120, depending on what variation of the game you wanted to play. And then they're also going to do, as far as I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident they're going to do the $30 upgrade to the Vault Edition, which is like they're super upgraded with the Battle Pass and the tier skips and all that stuff. Just $30 and you can do that instead of having to purchase the whole game plus. So I think it's a really good sale of the game to Game Pass players to come in for the beta, try it out. If they're in love with it, then they'll hop right. I mean, I gotta think it's gonna sell a lot of the Vault Edition if you're only paying $30 to do that. Plus the fact that they've promised that the prestige system and everything is all flushed out from the first moment of the game instead of it kind of like being like drawn out over the year and some of the other issues, and it's returning to a lot of that just old school Call of Duty stuff. Sorry, I'm talking a lot about Call of Duty because
Let's go.
I really like it. But there's a lot of details about it that like probably most people don't know, right? Or care. But if you talk about it and you know, bring a little people up to speed, then they might be a little more intrigued, because maybe they stopped playing 3 years ago multiplayer because they were like, I hate this system. This is stupid. Why don't they just have the old so-and-so? And now they're bringing it back. Right?
Yep.
Or
Yep.
I hated the movement because it didn't play like Apex. Well, guess what? Now the Omni movement system, which you can't turn off, it is not an option to turn off. You have to play with the Omni movement system.
Which
it's
I
going to
love,
be catered more towards you.
because no more of the, oh, they must be using the fucking, like, you already know that would have been a whole thing, and they would have been, yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, so it's super exciting. It's super smart. I think that they'll see like an uptick in their own, like from the Xbox side of usage of Call of Duty. I think you have to. I think it's inevitable, right? How much that is, I'm not sure, and how many people pay for that Vault Edition uptick at the beginning. I'd be super interested to see those numbers, because I would not be surprised at all if that actually sells a lot better on Xbox than it used to.
Right. And it does seem like a return to form for Call of Duty. So I think that it was really good timing for them to grab this acquisition just in time before the release instead of after, because Black Ops 6 seems to have so many changes that people didn't even think that they wanted. like the omnidirectional movement system, and bringing back the prestige and all that kind of stuff. Imagine if they had released Black Ops 6 everywhere and then said, "Hey, and we're Xbox." So I think it was really good timing for them. And again, just as an Xbox player, what is it? Oh, I see it. Can you get it?
see right there? I got it.
Yeah, I
Don't
see
worry.
it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
Sorry.
You see it,
Got
Holly?
it.
Would you look at that?
Right there.
Yep.
No, she's
right there.
She's below. You can't.
Okay. She's seeing you.
Yeah, she's
Pointing through him.
Okay, anyway. This is good content, chat. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. Call of Duty, really, really excited for it. And I'll be buying it, by the way. I'll be buying it with my money, my actual money, and buying a steelbook on top of that, because I have a problem.
Yes, he does.
So, yes, so...
Yeah, you do.
Hey, Assassin,
Go to you,
you're
Assassin.
speaking. Speak more about Call of Duty.
What about Call of Duty?
It's
Just
awesome.
that it's awesome, and that it's a big... Black Ops 6 is going to be huge. Just as an Xbox gamer, or people who are on Game Pass, they get the open beta. So I just think I don't know, it just feels good. There's something about it. Like, I usually don't look at these kind of things and say, I look at this and I'm like, thanks, Microsoft. I don't know. That's how I feel.
I mean, it's great that people that are in Game Pass Ultimate get access to the beta. A lot of people probably who have gotten Game Pass probably have never played Call of Duty before, and this is their chance to jump in and see if it's for them.
There you go.
As far as the sales for Call of Duty, I mean, let's face it, it's gonna be the same on PlayStation. It's gonna be the same on PC. I don't know. Putting Black Ops 6 on Game Pass Day 1 I'm curious as to what Microsoft thinks or recognizes as success. Is it how many Game Pass subs get accrued over time? Is it how many people bought the Vault Edition or have Game Pass and get the $30 Vault upgrade? I don't know. What's their metric for success? Call of Duty. So that's really the question that I have to ask.
Well, what
Excited
did
to
it
play
look like?
I'm more interested in the campaigns
Yeah.
than the what?
Well,
I was just saying
gonna
I'm more
ask-
interested in the campaigns than multiplayer.
Well, whenever you say what's the metric for success, I mean, how would Microsoft would be looking at this the same way that PlayStation was whenever they were afraid about Xbox taking over, saying that this is a huge part of our revenue. Call of Duty brings in so much money. There's no way you can't take Call of Duty away from us. We'll die, we'll burn. That's how Microsoft looks at Call of Duty. It's making us a ton of money. How can we incorporate this into Game Pass with the way that Call of Duty is
Oh,
currently
you're saying
monetized?
Hellblade 2 is a failure.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye, Ninja Theory. It was nice knowing you.
No, I'm kidding. No, Hellblade was amazing. I do not think it was a failure. Maybe financially. I don't know. I saw.
Financially, it definitely was.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. But I don't know. Chat, let me know what you guys think about Call of Duty. Oh, look at this. The elemental hero, the Shadow Link Dragon Wolf King, says we may have to be careful, though, with the beta. Because Xbox could brick your system if they see any problem with the gamer. And, well, I don't know what that word is. Has covered this info on previous games devs. And Endymion? Is that a YouTuber? Endymion? I'm sorry if that's
Oh God!
is that a Greek?
That guy.
Is it a Greek? Is it a Greek YouTuber?
Oh,
Anyway.
I know who they're talking about.
I don't know who that is. One thing though, Galveston made a good point too, just really quickly, is microtransactions are huge.
That's what I just said.
Marco's
Yes.
favorite topic. Yes.
It's exactly
But
what I was saying.
if Game Pass subscribers get the 5 or 10 or whatever % off that they normally get for a lot of stuff in Game Pass, that will also help drive a lot of those COD point purchases too. I don't know if they're going to do that for COD points, but if they did, oof, that would just even sell more microtransactions all the time. So,
And they do the same thing for Siege. Anyone who has Game Pass Ultimate and plays Rainbow Six Siege, it takes 10% off too. Basically, any multiplayer game on Game Pass, you're guaranteed to get at least 10% if it has microtransactions in it.
and they know how many concurrent players are playing any given game at any given time, so I'm sure that they can look at what the average Call of Duty October release numbers are and see how many people are playing on Game Pass, how many bought, and it's gonna be
I just want to know if the Call of Duty
effect.
effect is real. Because we've all seen and we've all heard that Call of Duty was quote unquote at its best during the 360 era, when it was marketed with the 360. Black Ops, Modern Warfare was bundled with the 360. And then Sony got the marketing rights, and then PlayStation started selling off the shelves when they put Call of Duty on the box. Holidays. So I just want to know, if you're going to put Call of Duty on the Series Xbox this holiday, is it going to sell more consoles? Is it going to sell, therefore, if they sell more consoles, are they going to sell more Game Pass subs, which they care about the most, more than console sales?
Well, a lot of those will probably come with Game Pass passes, so you would have to see if there's more of a run-on effect, right? It's not going to be instantaneous. They're gonna see it, but
yeah, no, I'm talking about over an increment of time, Damarco, like from like the
that's
end
what
of
I'm saying,
September
right?
to the beginning of December.
That's what I'm saying, though, right? Is a lot of those people might get that one Game Pass subscription, and then they just sort of go, well, I played the game I want to play, right? Whether that's Call of Duty, they might, like a lot of people, similar to a lot of other live service games, where you just sort of see this massive player count, and then it just drops off within the first month because, a lot of people kind of got their fill with it. So it's sort of going to depend on the staying power, which Call of Duty has a lot more than most other titles.
And don't forget, there's a lot of people who just want to play the campaign. So for them to get Game Pass for 1 month at $20 to play the campaign, it's essentially what we've been asking for forever, where you want the campaign and the multiplayer separated because you only want to buy the campaign, or you only want to buy the multiplayer, but you can't do that. You have to buy everything. So now you can literally just pay $20, play the campaign, and feel okay about that, right? And you've paid less than what half of the game is.
Yeah, well said.
Here's a question for you three then.
Oh, okay.
Here's a question then. So, you get Game Pass, right? You get the console, or you just get Game Pass, right? You just want to play Call of Duty. You just want to play the campaign, maybe a bit of the multiplayer, and then you're done. What are the chances that some of those players are scrolling through Game Pass, trying to get Black Ops 6, just trying to highlight it, press play? What are the chances that they go, well, I got this, I got Game Pass for a month. What other games are on here? They see
That's what they're counting on.
Dishonored, or
Indiana Jones comes out a month after. Why am I canceling it?
Avowed. Same. If you like RPGs, every once in a while, here comes Avowed. So my question to y'all is,
all of those old CODs I didn't buy because I didn't want to spend the money on it to just play the campaign. Let me keep it another month or two so I can play through the old Call of Duty campaigns.
My question to y'all is, out of all those people buying Game Pass just for Call of Duty, what percentage do you guys think are going to stay on for the other games that are not COD? If they actually discover that Game Pass is a great service, you want to play these other games, well, you're paying $15, $20 a month, might as well try them out.
35%.
That's exactly what it is.
35.
That's correct.
That's high.
Correct. Yeah. Well, I would say
very high, Damarco. You really think that many?
I think 35% of people. We're just talking. We'll keep it for like an additional month, or like keep it for multiple months.
Multiple months is what I'm talking about.
How many people forget to turn it off?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. How much?
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, and I think that there's also there's also a metric that people don't take into consideration, is that yeah, people do jump in just for one game after they've had their time with that. And it also depends on what game it was. So if you're jumping into Call of Duty, are you a Call of Duty player?
Starfield.
If it is, Starfield's a single player game, and that's what I'm getting at. Call of Duty is going to be ongoing. Call of Duty, if you're a Call of Duty player, that's all that you're going to be playing. So you're not going to get away from Game Pass. Unless for some reason you say, I'm done with Game Pass, but I want to keep it. And then I'm going to give Microsoft even more money by buying the game and canceling my Game Pass. And it's a win-win in that situation. But if you're not that type of player and you got bought in because of Call of Duty, and then by the end of this year you're seeing games like Stalker 2 and Fable. Well, Fable's probably not coming, but you know, the games that we saw at the showcase that we know are coming at the end of the year or the beginning of 2025.
Fable's next year.
I think that Call of Duty definitely is the one to be bringing people in right now. To then, whenever they're tired of it, they see all these other games coming in at the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. So either way, I just see it as a win. Talos Ray just woke up. Great. Hey guys, I'm gonna end this poll for this ding. Actually, listen, I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to vote for the code. I'm gonna drop this last code. Better vote right now. 30 seconds to go. Then we're gonna start wrapping it up. While we're wrapping it up, speaking of games that are coming at the end of the year, Damarco,
I have another news story.
Oh, okay, please continue.
It's a game that I know most of us here are excited for. An early build. It's about a year old. Of what game do you think I might be talking about? A early build is about 1 year old of Warhammer Space Marine 2 has leaked online.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And it is an entire playable game. And it's huge because it's the game. Like, people can just play it early, pretty much. But it's over a year old now, and the devs put out a note. It's a very heartfelt note, actually, that they just said, you know, they're very disappointed that this happened, of course, and they're upset that people might base some of their impressions on the gameplay that's shown from this, that comes out of it, even though it's not comparable to what the product is now, the tests that are being played now internally at the studio. So that is out there. If you are excited for Warhammer Space Marine 2, as I am, and fighting those gigantic hordes of enemies with gigantic space monstrosity suits, it just looks absolutely epic in every possible way. You might want to either consider muting some of those keywords, as you can do on various plugins or on Twitter, stuff like that, or just being mindful. Please don't share them. Please, I don't think anybody here watching really does this, but don't share leaks. It sucks for the developers. It sucks for other people.
And it's not the finished build
either. It just makes
either.
you a dick. It makes you a really crappy person, and I hate you.
Do not judge a game based on a build that you were never meant to see in the first place. It's the same thing that happened with Insomniac last year, and it happened a couple years ago with Rockstar. We saw builds of games that we were never meant to see in the first place, and there were a big group of people, or I should say moderate group of people, that judged those games based on, again, stuff we were never meant to see. Just, if you happen to see it, just don't judge it for what it was. A year of development can really change things.
Exactly.
You've seen that before.
And
unfortunately, it didn't do well for Starfield, but that's another thing.
The official statement from Focus and Saber, it says, they've poured years of hard work and dedication into a game worthy of your hopes and expectations. It's disheartening that many of the surprises we worked to keep secret were spoiled. We're saddened, which will be almost a year old by the time we launch, is how some of our most eager fans will first experience Space Marine 2. They say our unwavering commitment has been to deliver the best possible game. This was our driving force behind our decision to spend more time on development and ensure that we deliver the best experience possible. We're asking everyone to avoid this unfinished build and to not spoil the game for those excited to experience it for the first time at launch. It's releasing September 9th. It's not even that far. And now it's coming out. So it's all over the place. It's all online. And I'm actually, because I have not been privy to seeing what people are saying about it. I don't know if the feedback has been generally good or bad. I'm hoping that even though it's an early build, that it's generally been positive and favorable.
I wouldn't judge it at all if it was early. You know what I mean? I just feel like people are still going to run away with it without even trying to look into how old is this build. They're going to look at it and say, wow, that doesn't look right. What a shit game, without even seeing the amazing game. This game looks so good. I pre-ordered like the Jesus version of this game. It looks that good. Yeah, I cannot wait. Like you said, Damarco, day one. So it sucks. These are the kind of leaks that suck. And I totally agree with you. Don't share that kind of stuff out. I think the leaks that a lot of people probably are probably used to is like leaks like information. This is the kind of leaks that suck.
It's so red.
These are the kind of leaks that break. Screenshots, video. Like people saw the Wolverine gameplay and they're like, "Well, it looks rough," and it's like, "No fucking course it looks rough. It's like 4 years away, you stupid asshole." So yeah, Assassin, yeah,
It looks fine to me. Now, the Wolverine gameplay, from what I saw, it looked fine to me. Yeah, it's rough around the edges, and it's still a few years out. The gameplay of it, it's exactly what I wanted. Holly, don't give
Spider-Man
me
in
that
a-
look.
It's just Spider-Man in a Wolverine skin. That's not what I want.
yeah.
What are you talking about? It's Wolverine in a God of War skin. What are you talking about?
What?
It's literally
That doesn't
Wolverine in
even make
Kratos' place.
It doesn't even. Anyway. The game adaptation newscast says Mace Sperine, which I love. Don't come at me!
Wait,
I'll
Red,
whip
quick
out my
question for
Mace
ya.
Sperine. Or it sounds like a pill that. Did you forget to take Mace Sperine? Drink it, then convert it to pee. Yeah, love it. I love it. So hey guys, wake up! There's an Assassin's Creed Unity Xbox Global code in the chat. If you get the code, let me know that you got it, just so that way I can just delete it off my list. That way, because I don't want to have to repost these codes every week and then give someone a dud code, because I would feel terrible. I want to make sure people get it. Andrew Cullinane, fantastic. You're welcome. By the way, Cullinane, I found out it's pronounced Cullinan, and I heard that. I heard a Scottish man or an Irish man say that, Cullinan, and I said. And I was in the shower, by the way, Andrew, when I heard that. And I said, as I was washing my beard with my beard conditioner, I said, I need to tell Andrew that I know how to pronounce his last name, Cullinan. And he's going to be like, that's wrong. You're an idiot. Thank you. Anyway, so there we go. All right. Just going to delete this code. Glad you got that, Andrew. Anyway, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for the drums. Thank you. Yes, and thank you all so much for being here. I guess we sort of ran out of time, but it's fine. We got a lot to talk about next week because some news is gonna drop next week, and I'm foreshadowing. Isn't that right, Assassin? Can you bring that into reality? Big news is gonna drop next week.
It's probably
right?
gonna happen. Big news is probably gonna drop in 5 minutes because last week when we decided not to do the podcast, literally the Gamepass hike tier news dropped at exact night that we didn't do last week. So
Yeah.
give it about 5 minutes. I'm sure Jess Corden or Insider Gaming will have something different.
Right.
Be like, hey, no, you just ended your podcast, but we got some big news. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Ux.
Crippling Debt says, Red Wolf, you just told a follower you thought about him in the shower. You're goddamn right I did. That's what we do here. We're open. We're wide open. That's right. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry, that was not bad combination of thank you.
Wow, wiggle wobble, watsy waddle.
Listen, guys, whenever the video ends, whenever it's not live anymore, it would really help the whole channel is if you just leave a comment. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you say, I love toxic butt winds. Butt wind. That'd be great. Yeah, butt wind. Yeah. I don't care what you say. Leave an emoji. Leave a poop emoji. I don't give a shit what you post, but it helps the channel. It helps it with engagement.
We're in a theme here.
Huh? We're a theme.
We're on a theme here. You don't give a shit about what you.
I don't give a shit about what you toxic butt wind, shit emoji. Yeah, we're all about that.
I should go. I should go.
Not yet. But anyway, once the show goes unalive, then please drop a ding dang comment in the comment section. That'd be awesome. But hey, Assassin, where can people find you, man? Where you can be getting into something?
Well, I'm gonna try and edit my second video. I'm still working on it, by the way. In Siege and Elden Ring. Well, Siege with my friends, Elden Ring by myself. So yeah, I'm still editing that video. As far as playing anything, at least Siege, and then maybe in a couple days from now, Nightlock the Siege of Dawn launches on Gamepass, so I'm gonna be trying that out. And Kunitsigami Path of the Goddess too, I think the day afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So big week for Game Pass subs. So that's what I'll be playing. Red, what will you be playing, and whose heart will you be breaking?
Everyone's heart. And before I tell you, Andrew calling in says, it's okay, I'll only listen to the show while I'm in the shower, and I'm not washing my beard. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, Assassin, hey, listen, man. I forgot to tell you, I played with Roger Terry, who's in chat right now, my brother. We played Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am really disappointed that they took away Terrorist Hunt. Horseshit. But whatever, we still played against bots.
Wait. Shut your... You decided to play Siege. You didn't ask me to join?
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Roger, remind me how late it was that night. It was like 1:30 or something in the morning. We stayed up until like 4 a.m. It was a really bad night, and I needed to stay up and knock myself out. It was great.
What,
but,
Brad?
Fuck you!
Sorry, but hey, listen, that's what happened. We played against bots, and it was hilarious, because you play against the weak ass bots, and they're like looking around, and then you play as the super bots, and you walk around a corner and breathe, and they're like BAP! And you're just dead. It was hilarious. It was so much fun.
It really is.
It was so much fun because of how much we were dying. It was just stupid fun, and yeah, I actually want to play it again. So I'll hit you up next time. I will. But it was so late that when we played last, Yodani, oh fuck, man, Yodani Kazana, thank you so much, bro. Yodani just gifted 5 Renegade Realm. What is it called now? Red Wolf Renegade memberships. Yes, become a Renegade runner. That's a tier. Runner. Yeah, and thank you so much, Yodani. I really appreciate that, man. Shout out to John Bon Zombie. I love that name. Likes to play catch. Remake Station 5. I love that. Randy Rax and Ohio. Wow, Ohio finally is part of something now. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Yodani. I appreciate that. I appreciate Lotus Esprit as well for all the memberships and all the support tonight. You guys are just amazing. It's so nice and so supportive. I appreciate it. Yodani
what did I say?
Oh my God, I gifted Ohio, like the whole state, a membership. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I was saying. So cool, man. Roger Terry. Roger says, yes, it was pretty late. I want to say it was about 3 in the morning. Yeah, exactly. It was super late. Yeah, it was hilarious though. Like we had such a good time. Go ahead, Assassin. What happened?
Well, first off, if you want, you can actually join me in the squad later tonight. We're probably just gonna do just standard quick match, so you won't have to worry about actually being good. But so I called it. So as just tweeted out, Blizzard seems to be sending out codes for new users to try PC Game Pass. That's probably nothing, but at the same time, it's funny that Blizzard's the one that sent him the email and not Microsoft. How long Game Pass? Maybe? No? Anyone?
So, Explain this to me again. I was reading something.
So Blizzard sent out code for PC Game Pass, right?
Okay.
So
I
my
don't think
question
it
is,
means
why
anything.
is
Well,
doesn't really mean
I mean,
anything.
it doesn't mean anything. You know, these studios, they're gonna get like a certain number. It's the same with you know, when they go to do, for example, like a game review, right? The community managers get told, they're like, okay, you have this many keys to give away for reviews and for this type of stuff, and they have a set amount. So I'm sure now that there is the partnership between Microsoft and Activision and Blizzard, that Microsoft said, hey, here's some codes you can give away to your community, like here's a set amount.
Yeah. I think at the very
fair.
least.
Oh, hey, we didn't talk about the Halo controversy either. Just now remembered that.
Well,
How
we don't have time.
343's not doing any Halo. Yeah, no, we
343
don't. But still hilarious.
Yeah, 343 is. Well,
343 is now going to be doing Banjo-Kazooie.
yeah, we'll wait to see
That'd
what
be cool.
develops out of that. But yeah, that'd be cool. Shout out to everyone in chat tonight.
Nothing surprising
AEC
yet.
founder Vic, Yadani Kazada, Elemental the Hero, Shadow Dragon Link, Wolfking. Almost fucked it up there. I think I did fuck it up. Talos Ray says, great show, everyone. And to That Blue Number, Red Wolf, Damarco, Dude, Ass Man Boy in chat, thanks again for the gifted membership. Yes, exactly.
Holy
exactly.
shunk.
What the
What
What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
Yo,
What is that?
he's gifting memberships to people that don't even exist.
That's too many names for you to call out.
I don't even think they're all even here. I think they're just your subs, Red.
They are. Yeah.
Wait,
she's
my
gonna
mom's
put it
calling
regular.
me. She said, I just got a membership? What the hell?
Yeah, it's going to normal.
Holy
normal
shit,
subscribers.
Lotus, that's insane.
Your mom.
Sorry, my voice is all shaky now. That is a crazy, Lotus. Thank you so much. That's insane. You're a crazy person. I am gonna read these off. Okay, thank you for 50. Hang on. So 50 people. I can't. So anyway, 50 members.
5 times 10.
So that's not even including the 30 from earlier.
Memberships. That is amazing. Lotus,
75 tonight.
it's incredible. So sorry, I'm tripping on my words because I went like cross-eyed when I saw that. Thank you so much, Lotus. So the AEC founder Vic, Uganda forever. Oh God, was I allowed to say that? Kick Sticks, Roshan Ebanger, that guy. There's a lot of people. Dr. Dry Rub. Oh, I love that. Levi Bearsheart, or is it Burshart? It's probably not Burshart.
Oh my gosh.
No.
That's like number 4.
Noise
for a
Mofo,
while.
Gaijin Ninja, Richard Engroff, Sean C, Kulf 2, Wannabe, Haunan Muhammad. I think I said that
Holly,
right.
y'all want me to order you some chicken while he reads them all off? Because
It's
we're gonna be
listen,
here
My
for a while.
earbuds are telling me battery's low
I'm
for like
all-
half an hour.
Battery low, cholesterol high, blood pressure high, battery low. Anyway,
Yeah.
Dr. Dabber, Tony Miller, WWE 3 Gaming, Joe Non, Spartan 661. Look at that, Spartan 661 is here. Source, I am so sorry. I don't even know where to begin with that. That's a beautiful name. Source, Sornsid, man, I am so sorry. Vera Veda. Vera Veda. Ooh, that is cool. I'm gonna name my next mage elf lady that name.
I should go.
Listen, hang on. Shepherd. Calm down. We're almost done. Starcat, Token, Talos Ray, Rad Toys Galaxy, Paolo, Caesar, Costa, Chris H. It's not stopping. It's not stopping. It's not stopping. Okay, the AEC founder Vic says, I'll pay it forward with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. You don't have to do that. You guys don't have to do anything. And then they gifted another membership to Jonathan Walker. There you go. Thank you. And Toxic
Johnny Walker.
Buttwind.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker. Yeah. I can't believe that. That is insane. I'm gonna get a plaque behind to put up on the wall behind me here that just says Lotus saved lives. Man, that's insane. It's absolutely insane, the support. And Jonas, a legendary Norseman, once told me that in different countries, it's very difficult for them to take praise because it's just a weird thing for different cultures. So Lotus, I'm assuming you're the same way, but I'm never gonna stop thanking you and Yadani and who is this AEC founder Vic and everyone else who donates. Doesn't matter what you donate, you don't have to do any of that, but it means everything, and it's crazy. So thank you guys so much, and accept the thanks. God, fuck. Anyway, Damarco, I'm excited for your next video. Where can people find that next video?
Hey, maybe eventually you can hang out with me on Damarco Dude on YouTube. We'll see. Eventually, possibly in the future, maybe never. Who knows? You gotta subscribe to find out. So check me out there, Damarco Dude on YouTube and Twitter.
Fantastic. That's all in the links in the description below. Holly, where are you?
I'm that blue number everywhere, all the places, and I have something very big coming up a week from Sunday. You should be watching the socials. There's a big thing coming up. It's gonna be pretty cool with some chances to win some prizes, some big prizes, and I can't really say too much more than that right now, but
And so they'll find that.
I'll try to put that on my Twitter. I'll for sure put it up on Twitter, but it'll be a week from Sunday, so I'm assuming all of the posting and stuff will happen maybe by the end of this week, so that next week I can kind of talk about what that big thing is, so that you all can come a week from Sunday to see what's going on. And then Friday
really
night,
exciting.
I'm on the Infinite podcast. So.
And the game adaptation newscast says, I'll shorten the list for you. Everyone but me got a membership. That's great. Next time, we'll get it. We'll get
It'd be
you.
really funny if you find out that Fawns didn't get a membership either.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Oh, True 77
He said
says
rude.
Red's
Thanks, Gladys.
OF account? What's an OF account? I don't know what that means.
Only
Anyway.
fans.
Only fans.
Only fans.
Guys, thank you all so much. What an amazing comeback after a really rough week last week for me. So it means a whole lot. Cannot thank you guys enough for the support.
Yo, Red.
And yeah, man.
Always mofo put a picture in Assassin's Place that says sponsored by Lotus Esprit. This one,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, put a picture in Assassin's. That's true. That's true. I actually, you know what? Thank you for reminding me, because I meant to do that anyway. So I do need to get Assassin's picture set back up to how it was, but I will. I'll put Lotus Esprit's picture. I think Lotus Esprit's picture is just the swing set that swings right into a brick wall, which I love. It's hilarious. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Remember to leave a comment on the video after it's not live anymore. It helps the channel a lot. Hit the like button, share us out, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you all so much. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, wait, I almost hit the wrong
I guess
button.
I don't get an outro, but
Wait,
bye.
I'm gonna keep waiting. Wait, Assassin, where can people find you?
Too fucking late now. End it.
Shit! I'm trying to go to the damn. There we go. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. All right. I think we're safe. No, wait. Oh God, I'm not safe. I'm not safe.